Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Bamlitra Z School, Jhansi. As you already know that we are on chapter 4 of Economics of class 12. The name of chapter is Methods of Calculating National Income. In our previous class, we have already discussed value added method. Today, we will discuss income method. So, there are basically three main methods: value added, income method, expenditure method. We have already done about value added method, its process, its precaution. Now today we will discuss income method. It is also known as distributed share method or factor payment method. According to this method, national income is estimated in terms of factor payments, that is compensation of employees, rent, interest and profit to the owner of the factors of production during an accounting year. So factor income can be broadly classified into three heads. First is compensation of employees, second is operating surplus, third is mixed income. Compensation of employees consists of four things: wages and salaries in cash, payment in kinds, this means all types of allowances, employees' contribution to the social security (EPF), fourth, pensions on retirement. Second is operating surplus. It refers to the income from the property and entrepreneurship. It includes rent, interest and profit. Now, profit can be split into three components: dividends, corporation profit tax and undistributed profit. Dividend, that part of the profit which is distributed among the shareholder, it is also called a distributed profit. Second, corporate or corporation profit tax means that part of the profit which is paid to the government by the way of profit tax. Third is undistributed profit, that part of the profit which is retained by the firm for further use. Third is mixed income. Mixed income refers to the income of the self-employed person using their own labor, land, capital and entrepreneurship in their household enterprise. These income are the mixture of wages, rent, interest and profit. Now, what is the method for calculating income method? Firstly, we have to add compensation of employees, operating surplus and mixed income of the self-employed. This by joining these three we get net domestic income at factor cost. Now straight away we will add net factor income and from abroad and we get national income or NNP at FC. So what are the precautions regarding income method? Transfer earning like old age pension, unemployment allowance, scholarship, etc. should not be included in the national income. Second, income from illegal activities like theft and gambling is not to be included. Third, commission paid on the sale and purchase of second-hand goods are to be included in national income. Fourth, brokerage on the sale purchase of share and bond is to be included. Fifth, income in terms of windfall gains like from lottery should not be included. Imputed rent of the owner occupied house is to be treated as the rent as a component of factor income. Seventh, corresponding to factors of self-consumption, there should be generation of income in the country. It should be taken account of. 8. Corporate tax, dividend and undistributed profit are all the components of corporate profit. Once profit is included in the estimation of the national income, any of these components should not be separately added. Otherwise, there will be the problem of double counting. Ninth is income tax is paid out of compensation of employees. It should not be added in the estimation of national income. 10th, wages and salaries in cash and kind as well as social security contribution by the employer on behalf of employees are all components of compensation of employees. Any of these components should not be separately added. Once compensation of employees is included in the national income, now all taxes by the government are received as compulsory transfer payment. These are not to be included in the estimation of national income. So, operating surplus does not arise in the subsistence sector and in the general government sector because of the following reason. In subsistence sector, production is meant only for subsistence of the producing families. In government sector, Production is meant only for the collective consumption purpose. So students, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.